Hi, this is Doug Rogers with Remax Coastal Properties here in beautiful Destin, Florida. And I just want to go over some challenges with living here along the Emerald Coast. It is paradise, but there are some things to kind of keep in mind. First being the weather. Now, it does get hot here. If you're from Atlanta or Tallahassee or Birmingham or Baton Rouge, don't worry about it. It's the same, maybe even a little better than where you live. But if you're coming from, Michigan or Washington State or somewhere like that, 90 degrees with humidity is hot. And it'll also get a little cold here in January, but it'll be just a couple of days at a time. We'll get down below 30 from time to time, just cold enough to kill the mosquitoes, as the locals will say. But we don't really have the four distinct seasons. One reason being sand doesn't really change color. It's sugar white here year round, so it's not like the tree leaves that change colors. So just understand the weather is going to be a challenge, and stay in air conditioning from July through about September. Traffic. Traffic can be an issue. There's one major road, Highway 98, that kind of runs from one side of Destin to the other. And unfortunately, locals and visitors alike, they have to use the same road. It gets busy. And so what you do is you learn to adapt and overcome. And so maybe if work starts at 9 o'clock, maybe you try to get there around 8 before the tourists really wake up. And then in the afternoon, same thing. If you try to get out on the road at 4:30, 5 o'clock, you're going to sit for a while. You do kind of learn some back roads. There's not a lot. Sometimes there's no way around getting on Highway 98, but you will learn some back roads and some lights to go to where turning in is easier. And frankly, you just you plow through that during the peak months of June through August, and then again in the spring, and it's really not that bad for the rest of the year. The cost of living is an issue. Again, if you're coming from New York City or a bigger market like that, heck, or California, heck, it's cheap here. But if you're coming from Houston, Texas, or Alexandria, Louisiana, then you'll notice things are a little more expensive. And so, housing's one of those, but just life in general. And so what we had to do as a family when we relocated here is we had to tell ourselves one nice restaurant a week. And so that's actually turned to 2 or 3, but we're trying. But you can't live every day like you're on vacation. And so you got to get off of that mindset. We do have a Walmart if you can tolerate the place, and there's a Costco nearby. So there are ways to, save some money in groceries and whatnot. And I'll tell you, gasoline, and I'm in real estate, I spend a lot more on gasoline here because stuff is so close together. Another challenge could be for you, we're a distance away from what you would call a major city. So Atlanta, Miami, Houston, they're easy plane ride away. But if you want professional sports or, Broadway traveling troops and that sort of stuff, that's not here. I will tell you, since we're a tourist destination, we have a lot more amenities and nice restaurants than a town our size, just because it caters to a larger tourist population in the summer, and they stay open year round for the most part, so we get the benefit of that. And finally, expect your friends and family, some of which you haven't seen in a long, long time, to visit you here on the coast. This is the best way if you've you got some family drama or whatever for them to get over it, is you move to the beach and watch what happens. And so just be prepared to host people. We have an old school calendar in our house in our kitchen, where we write down people's names that are coming to stay with us so we don't overlap. And so that is a very real thing. When we lived in central Louisiana, we went literally 23 years and maybe had a handful of visitors, right? Literally, because no one was coming there unless it was to see us, and I guess we weren't that important. But we moved to the beach, all of a sudden we're the coolest people on the planet again. So, maybe that's a us thing. So, look, just like anywhere else, there are benefits to living to a certain area like the beach. There are also some challenges. The main thing is just doing the math in your head and make sure the benefits outweigh the challenges. And then come on down. If you need help anywhere along the Emerald Coast, my name's Doug Rogers with Remax Coastal Properties in beautiful Destin, 318-613-1994. Make it a great day.